At this stage in life, many seniors are rediscovering the joy of companionship and the excitement of new relationships. With a wealth of life experiences and a clear understanding of what they seek in a partner, seniors are uniquely positioned to form a deep, meaningful connections, whether through traditional face-to-face interactions, the growing world of online dating. Finding love at 65 is about embracing new opportunities and celebrating the enduring power of love. How about that? Today, we have a guest whose experience is about finding love. Nice. In today's episode, Finding Love at 65 is a heartwarming journey that showcases the timeless nature of love. We are thrilled to welcome Maria Romano, the inspiring founder of True Love Nuts, a local organization dedicated to helping individuals find their lifetime partners. Well, with a deep passion for connecting people and a belief that love knows no age, Maria has created a platform that encourages meaningful relationships and lasting commitments. Her work has brought countless people together, fostering connections that go beyond the surface to build enduring partnerships. Well, join us as we dive into her journey, the mission behind True Love Nuts, and how she's making a difference in the lives of those seeking love and companionship. Well, welcome to our quick guide on how Medicare can be extended to spouses. Navigating the healthcare system can be complex, especially when it comes to understanding how marital status affects Medicare eligibility. Today, we're going to explain how one spouse's eligibility for Medicare can impact the other, particularly when one spouse does not have enough work history to qualify on their own. Well, stay tuned as we explore the essential details of this important provision, ensuring that you and your loved ones are fully prepared to make informed decisions about your healthcare coverage. Well, for our Healthy Senior segment, we have a video that will celebrate love's enduring power and discover how to keep your heart open and filled with love at 65 and beyond. So, no matter what state you are from or what work you've done, you must transition to Medicare at a certain point in your life. Maria Cares has a mission to bring Medicare information right to your home. I'm your host, Maria Garcia, a licensed sales agent, always available to assist you with your Medicare and other senior concerns. We are broadcasting in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas, a place you would like to be in, especially when you retire. So come on, let's join hands for better health.
Are you passionate about making a difference in lives of seniors? Join our team and be part of something meaningful. We specialize in providing health insurance to seniors and individuals on disabilities. Our mission is to improve lives and ensure access to quality healthcare needs. When you join our team, you open the door to endless opportunities for personal and professional growth, with a possibility of making six-figure income annually. We believe in investing in our employees and helping them reach their full potential. At our organization, we foster a supportive work environment and a collaborative culture. We believe in teamwork and value the contributions of every individual and give all the support necessary for you to achieve your goal. Ready to start your journey with us? Contact Maria Garcia at 310-926-4229 to learn more about the exciting opportunities waiting for you. Your age is not an issue, your compassion is what counts. Call or text Maria Garcia at 310-926-4229 for current job openings and take the first step towards joining our team. Remember, possibilities are endless when you join our team.
Today, we are thrilled to welcome Maria Romano, the inspiring founder of True Love Nuts, a local organization dedicated to helping individuals find their lifetime partners. How about that? With a deep passion for connecting people and a belief that love knows no age, Maria has created a platform that encourages meaningful relationships and lasting commitments. Her work has brought countless people together, fostering connections that go beyond the surface to build enduring partnerships. Well, join us as we dive into the journey, the mission behind True Love Nuts, and how she's making a difference in the lives of those seeking love and companionship. Welcome to Maria Cares, Maria.
Hi. Oh, thank you so much. And I just love your name. And I
Oh yeah, Maria, how about that?
It makes it so easy.
Medicare and love relationships. So yeah, can say something to the audience, Maria.
Well, I'm so thrilled to be here today because you know what? I have a passion. I'm over 65, well over 65. And you know what? I feel everybody deserves to find love no matter what age. And I've witnessed that myself, Maria, because I'm a wedding officiant here in Las Vegas. And I've married countless peoples that meet all different ways. They come from all walks of life. And you know what? They don't allow at their age to stop them from finding love again. We're living longer. We're healthier. Obviously, right, Medicare helps us with that as well. And I think that's important.
And the love.
Absolutely.
Yes. So welcome to Maria Cares. So, I mean, let's move on, Maria. Well, of course, the audience are excited. What's finding love at 65? So, Maria, can you tell us about TrueLoveNuts.com and what inspired you to create a dating site, especially for seniors?
Well, that is a personal story which I love to share. I am a widow. I became a widow in 2012. My late husband, Frank, he passed away, and I was married for over 34 years. It was a long time.
It is, yeah.
And a couple of years after that, I said, okay, I think I'm ready to get out there to find love again. So I thought, all right, I'm just going to do this organically, right? People know I'm single. Well, I figured, okay, nobody came knocking at that door.
Yeah.
It's just not that easy.
Yeah.
And then I started thinking, okay, maybe I'll get set up. Maybe my friends know somebody. And that's not always the case as well.
True.
So my friend Rita said, you need to put yourself online. And, you know, after drinking a lot of Pinot Noir and M&Ms, I put myself online. So, and that's how I started. But I have to tell you, it was really a shock. You know, when I met, you know, Frank, and I was younger then, and that was in the 70s, you know, we met people organically. So this was a different way, and I made a lot of mistakes. Boy, did I make a lot of mistakes. And then I realized, you know what, there are a lot of people like me that were looking to find love again. And they just didn't have a pathway. So that's when I decided to get out there and start to speak about finding love again. But that was when the pandemic hit.
Oh.
So, of course, there were people that were very cautious about it. And now it seems to be coming back. I have a couple of courses. I also coach people, and I help them put themselves in the best light on how to put themselves on different platforms, dating sites, because a lot of seniors, they're concerned. And there is a way to date safely. There's definitely a way, and I share that information.
That's why I invited you here.
So that's important as well, but not just to rely on dating sites. It's also to put yourself out there, to get out and network. You have to do it. You know, your Prince or Princess Charming is not coming to your doorstep. You need to make an effort. But you also have to then think about, am I ready to find love? And you need to ask those questions. And that's what I talk about as well. Are you ready? What values are you looking for? And, you know, maybe you lost your spouse or partner through death. Maybe you lost through divorce. You need to be ready to move on. And your family needs to also encourage you, because if you have family that doesn't want you to date, that can be a stumbling block as well. So there's a lot of different variables, and that's why I have a passion and a purpose to help people do that. And I've married many people, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, that have found love.
Yes, no bounds, no boundaries, no age, no height, nothing. It's boundless. Yeah, I have the same experience. I lost my husband in 2009 and still single.
Oh, so am I.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's why I got interested too. I'm on my 60s. Yeah, so my next question is, this is still about True Love. How does TrueLoveNuts.com differ from other dating sites?
So I'm not a dating site, so that we understand. What I am is what I do is I provide a safe haven for people to come together. So I've been speaking frequently at the library and giving free talks about how to go about finding love again. And then I will give seniors tips about where or what dating sites to put themselves on.
That's good.
And also to make sure that, again, showcasing themselves properly, because one of the things I see, it's so common, Maria, is just the photos that people use. They're 20 and 30 years old. That's great. It's great. But you know what? You really need to use something current. Plus, have somebody just take a picture. You don't have to spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
You can do that. And also, filling out everything properly, because especially you men out there, yes, you men, you don't fill everything out. You just put down you're widower, divorced, and you know, whether you drink, whether you smoke, whatever it is, and you need to put down what type of relationship you're looking for.
True.
And if you don't properly specify that, then you're not going to get the attraction or the likes, or people, they're not going to view you as much. So that's one area. But I also encourage seniors to do speed dating, because that is coming back, and that's a great way to meet people, and also to go out to as many networking groups as you can and tell everybody that you're looking to find love, because you never know, one of your friends, family member could be a matchmaker.
True. Yeah, but as you mentioned about speed dating, is your what you're doing is also considered as speed dating?
Well, what I'm doing is I'm building up communities so that I can offer speed dating, and I just need to have a greater mix of men. Yes, you men sometimes are out there and they're a little shy, and they're thinking, I don't need anybody to help me, and that's why you're sitting on your couch and you're single. So you need to get out there, right? You need to get out there. And that's what I'm trying to build up community. I would love to be able to have some speed dating events, and that I'm hoping to do that in the future. I'd like to roll it out in the last quarter, because that's the time when people are getting ready for the winter. They call it cuffing season, like handcuffs, because you want to find somebody, not for just the holidays, you want to find your soulmate.
True.
And I think the biggest thing too is we have this preconception of, do we find somebody that's going to be our lover, right? At this stage in life, it's different.
Yes.
You really want that friendship, that companionship, somebody that you can rely on. Yes, you want the intimacy, but intimacy looks different for everybody.
True.
And that's important. It's not like when you're hot and young and everything. Now it's different. You really want some really true love, and somebody that you can just enjoy each other.
True. At this stage, having somebody to talk to during dinner, or having somebody to watch movie with, or stroll in the park, you know.
And didn't you find, like, I know myself and a lot of seniors feel that way, the dinner hour is the most difficult if you're by yourself.
Yeah.
That is the most difficult.
True. I agree. I hear you. So, well, about finding love at 65, what are some unique challenges that seniors face when trying to find love later in life? What do you think?
Well, you know, I think there's several. First of all, the stumbling block is some people feel their age. And I think you need to overcome that, because we're living longer and we're healthier. So that's the first thing. And age should not be a barrier. And what happens is sometimes seniors then, they think, well, they have to be in shape, or they have to, you know, look perfect, because we see so many things on social media where we're using these filters. Well, you know what? You don't need that. You need to be authentically you, but you want to show up with your best version of yourself. So that you need to definitely sit down and assess, are you ready to find love? Are you willing to be open? Because what happens is I find that especially men and women, they narrow their thinking. And for example, some people will not drive from one side of town to the other. You know what? There might be that fabulous person that's maybe in Centennial Hills, right? Or maybe out in Southern Highlands. They could even be in another state. So, you know, you need to be open. So those are the challenges I find that people do have.
So, I mean, and then how can seniors overcome the fear of dating again for the first time? Some are still single at this age. Yeah, seriously.
Well, you know what? They can come and listen to what I have to share. I think that's the first thing. Because there's a lot of dating coaches out there that are looking to, you know, share information that'll help you. But also, too, is you need to really step out of your comfort zone and kind of lean into the discomfort. You know, it's like you want to lose weight, right? So you got to kind of put that pie or those brownies aside. I got to put my M&Ms aside when I want to do that. And sometimes it just takes you having the discipline. And it sometimes it is uncomfortable. The same thing as getting out there and date. You need to take the first step. And when you take that first step, is you're going to find it gets easier and easier, and you open up your world.
Yeah, got it. So of course, safety and authentic connections is always the concern of seniors. So what steps does TrueLoveNuts.com take to ensure the safety and authenticity of the members?
Well, first of all, number one is that whenever I'm working with a client and we're putting them on a dating site, I like to work with them and see what type of messages they get from other members and what they're saying. As we look at the pictures and we look at if the other person only wants to text, or maybe they want to go to email and they don't want to share, you know, and you wonder where that number is. They never want to have a FaceTime with you. And I always tell everybody, I don't care if they live 5 blocks away, you want to set up your phone so you can have a FaceTime. Because when you have a FaceTime with somebody, what's going to happen is you're going to visually get to see them, and you'll also see their surroundings a little bit, okay, where they're at as well. And that also their voice, their quality. So that's the first thing. Also, what happens is I don't want to see men and women get tricked into, they see these beautiful pictures, and there's these beautiful words that are written, and it kind of sucks them in. But it's really a scam. Okay, before you know it, they don't ever view you face to face, and they're asking for money, and people they fall for that. There was a story on Channel 13 not too long ago, a woman that lost close to $1 million in her 60s, and she felt a local. And you know, when I heard that, I said, there is not necessary. If you don't know what you're doing, you know what? I give great information. Either go to my site, you can download information, you can even do a consulting call with me. It's you want to take care of yourself. You want to find the right person, but we don't want you to be burned. We want you to find it in a way and find that right person that's out there that wants to find love again, and not somebody that's trying to scam. And especially when you're lonely. And that's what I share with seniors, you know, that when we're younger, Maria, we're looking to we have that biological clock, right? We want to get married, want to have babies. When we're older, that mortality clock kicks in. And I tell people to take their time. Take their time.
I gotcha. So I have a friend who's like, she's not telling us, but she said, oh, she met this surgeon online, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, so they gave each other's phone number and did what's this, FaceTime. She found out it's not the same person. Yeah. So she stopped, she got scared.
It happens, and there's some really good dating sites out there. What's great is you can report that person so that they remove them. And that's why certain sites I do recommend. Most dating sites are owned by Match.com. There's about 3,000 dating sites, and most of them are all owned by them. And there's a way you need to protect yourself. And you need to let them know, too, because they want to protect their other members as well.
Gotcha. So, Maria, can you share some tips on how seniors can avoid scams and identity through their identity profiles, genuine identity profiles?
Well, the thing is, too, is they need to just focus on, if they're on a dating site, they need to look at the pictures, okay? And if somebody's really, if they said they're a surgeon, for example, and that's okay, that's great. There might be a surgeon on there because they're professionals. But at the same token, that people don't necessarily show the right picture for who they are. That's the first thing. So the quicker you move to some sort of video chat, that's the first thing. And if you keep texting, then you know that something isn't right as well. Sure. And then also what you want to do is just to make sure that if you're going to meet somebody, and this is what I always say, make sure you have their telephone numbers, because you want to have a paper trail. This is what I say. If something were to happen, you always want to meet in a safe place. You want to always meet in daylight, and you want to make sure it's less than an hour, and one drink if you're going to be during the time that you're going to have a drink. One drink, park close, do not have somebody drive you to their car, and make sure you feel safe. Okay, and you'll get those vibes. Your gut will tell you.
That's true. So this is about your organizing face-to-face meetings. So like when you organize face-to-face meetings for members, can you describe how these events are structured and what participants can expect?
So when they come and hear me speak,
Yeah.
is that, oh yes.
No, it's just like what can they expect when they come into the meeting?
Oh, with me as far as, yes.
Yes,
So
yes.
what they do is usually I'll do a Zoom meeting with them, or sometimes I'll go meet them for coffee, and we'll talk about a little bit about what they're looking to do. And I don't want to take a client on if they're not ready, okay? Or somebody that says, well, I have to find somebody in 3 or 4 months. So, you know, that's something that's up to you, okay? But you want to, again, we go through what challenges you had in your past relationship. What have you done to work on your growth, on yourself? I think that's very important as well.
Yeah, very
Taking
important.
care of yourself health-wise, I think, is another key thing, because the better you feel, you're going to vibrate. You're going to vibrate so much optimism that your people are just going to want to gravitate towards you, just like you. Just like you. No, but seriously. So, and also, and then we'll go through what they're looking to do, because you know what, I'm not looking to adopt somebody. I want to be able to get them online. I want to make them feel comfortable, give them some tips, and pat them and say, go find love, let me know, and let me know when you did. And I've had several people that have. I don't know if they've ever got married, and some people don't get married at this age.
Yes.
And I understand that, but they cohabitate.
Yeah, so I mean, perhaps you could mention success stories that you can share, memorable success stories from True Love Nuts. Well, that highlights the potential and finding love at their age.
Well, you know what, there's several. So first of all, I've had few clients that were very, they were a little bit, they had blinders on when they started thinking about dating. They came to me and we were able to open up. We were able to put them out there. I had quite a few people that have gone out, they have been dating and still with the same person. And I've had some men, it's been more women. Men seem to be a little bit shy, but you know what? Sometimes you need to get advice from a woman, because that's going to set you in that, you know, that right path. But you know what too, as well, is besides on the dating side, which I help people to get ready to find love, I've seen so many success stories with people that come and that I marry, that come in and say, you know, we're getting married and they're over 65. I just had a client the other day, he was 84 and she was 78, and they actually met in a grief group. They both were widow and widower, and then from there they formulated a friendship and a bond, and then they got married, and they were just, you know what, they were lovebirds. It was just so heartwarming. And then I also had people too as well. I'll never forget one year, it was 2017, it was my 13th wedding ceremony, Valentine's Day. And I walked into the Sky Chapel at the Link, and this beautiful man there with white hair, his name was Sam, and he was in a walker. And then I went to meet his bride, because they didn't see each other before the wedding, and her name was Vivian. And she was a cougar. Okay, she was 93 and he was 89. And he walked down the aisle with the walker, and she came down in a scooter, and they met in an assisted living. So you know what, when it's time for you to meet that person, don't rush, because you want that to be your forever person.
Yeah, I hear you, I got you. So I mean, what feedback have you received from members who have found love through your site?
Well, you know what, they feel that they're so thrilled that somebody is out there willing to help them. And I've been in their position. I know what that's like. And I've been in the dating world. So I'm able to understand how they feel. But also I'm able to understand that don't get fooled by what you always see. It's like when you interview somebody for a position and you look at their profile, right? And you look at their resume and it looks fabulous. Don't allow a picture to take over or what somebody writes. You need to spend 4 seasons with somebody. You need to spend time with them. You need to know how they handle conflict, how they handle what they actually do in their spare time. Because some people might want a couch potato and some people don't want a couch potato.
Yeah, there's one friend who told me, oh, if he's really like your, like if you'll find out if you're compatible if you go for a long drive And then, so what can you say about
That's
that?
so true. You need to go on vacation.
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Or,
whether it's in a car or in an airplane or
Uh-huh.
whatever it is, because when you spend time together and you travel, you get to see their true colors. And I know I had somebody tell me that when she came back after a vacation, she goes, I don't know if I really like this guy because you know what? He got short-tempered and then he was impatient, and I don't, I understand that.
True.
And at this stage in life, we want to have harmony.
Yeah.
We've had more yesterdays than we will tomorrow. So let's make sure that they're really the best times that we can have. And sometimes if it means you don't find that person, just love yourself. Just love yourself.
True. That's the first thing you could do. So how about when it comes to advice and encouragement, what advice would you give to seniors who are hesitant about trying online dating?
So this is what I share with seniors, especially if they've been in the professional world. I tell them, okay, now, do you put your resume out if you were looking for a position and send it to one company, or do you send it out to a myriad of companies? So online dating is just one area. Okay, so you have the online dating so that you have the exposure. Maybe you do speed dating. Then maybe you start to go to some other networking groups. Maybe you start a new hobby, or you volunteer, because great people volunteer. So you get to meet a lot of great individuals, and you yourself know that.
Yeah.
And then, of course, telling your family and friends. So really, the online dating is a segment of it. But I can tell you it's very successful, provided you know exactly what you're doing and you set yourself up for success. And it's all about your mindset.
True. So how can someone stay positive and hopeful during their search for a new partner?
Well, again, it goes back to mindset. So actually, I have, as a matter of fact, I have it here for you today. I'm going to show this to you.
Sure.
So what I give out now, I just started doing. Let me pull this out for you, Maria.
Sure.
So I have a True Love Knots bracelet
Oh,
that
nice.
I'm giving you. But
Oh, thank you.
and I usually give this to people when they buy my book. But on the back of this card, this is what I have. It says, this is what I give everybody. You need to start off with a mantra. So it says, I am fabulous, right? Smart, worthy, and ready to find my soulmate. So you have to start off with a mantra. So I give this to everybody now.
Nice,
So they have it. You can put it wherever you want. And you are wonderful. It doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter what your weight is. There's no such thing as looking glamorous. What people want today is somebody that's vibrant and healthy, and that's what you need.
Sure.
People are concerned, do I have to have a facelift? No, you need to be you.
Yeah.
I want to be able to sit down with somebody and put on my elastic waistbands once in a while, right? My cruppies. That's the time you. So yes, definitely. You have to have the right mindset.
True. So let's discuss about your role as a reverend. So as a reverend who can officiate weddings, what has been your most memorable experience officiating a wedding for a couple who met through TrueLoveNuts.com?
I have not officiated anyone yet that has through True Love Nuts.
Oh,
Most of the people that I deal with are coming in. I have 4 clients that I deal with. So they will call me, they'll text me and say, are you available? So all the clients I deal with come from out of state.
Oh, nice.
Yes. But I'm hoping that I will have a success story by somebody just putting themselves out there. I'm confident.
Yeah, it's fine. Your organization just started. So, you're good. You're
Thank
doing
you.
fine.
Thank you.
Of course, you're doing great. Having to start that kind of organization is something. So how do you support couples beyond helping them meet, especially as they transition to a committed relationship or marriage?
And I think that is something, first of all, this is what I always say, you need to make sure you're doing work on yourself, that you're ready. But you also want to have the right partner that is open to communication as well. And I think that's the biggest thing. So what I usually do is afterwards, if they do want me to do a little bit of group coaching, that's fine. However, what I usually will recommend is also some marital counseling, especially when you decide to get married again, and finding that right counselor. And let me share with you why. Statistically, close to 50% of people when they marry the first time divorce. it gets higher the second time. It increases. It goes to 70 or 75%. So what I always recommend is doing some work on yourself. Maybe it's some premarital counseling, and making sure, again, you want your family to support you, because you see a lot of that where somebody gets married and their family is not happy with whom they marry. Now, sometimes there's issues there for whatever reason, but sometimes you need to listen to your family. Maybe there's something you're overlooking as well. So definitely what I recommend is that you always have a resource, whether it's your church, your pastor, and finding somebody that can work with you. I work with them up to a point, and then I feel, you know what, if you really need to have more counseling or coaching, then I will refer them to someone. But if you're at that point in time, you really haven't done enough work. That's how I personally feel. That's what I believe.
I agree. So how about staying connected and engaged? What activities or practices do you recommend for seniors to stay engaged and proactive in their search for love? You mentioned that a little bit earlier, but if you want to expound.
Well, the thing is too, is you know what, you have to always be ready, right? And I think that's the key thing, is you need to be ready and open. And because you never know where you're going to find somebody. But you know what, it's hard, and I know it's hard to kind of put yourself out there, but remember what I said about leaning into the discomfort? So maybe you're at the grocery store and somebody is kind of looking at the banana. You say, hey, you say something maybe about the fruit, the produce. I've had couples that I've met that way in a supermarket. So you need to be open. I think that's the biggest thing. And you need to be optimistic, but you know what? You don't want to be desperate. And I think that's the clear thing, is you don't want to be desperate. So taking your time, reading some great books on self-growth and a little bit more about yourself, reading some books about dating also as well, and having support of your friends or family member, because there's nothing worse when somebody says to you, Maria, how come you're not married yet, right? And you feel like, oh my gosh,
what's wrong with you?
Exactly. Let me tell you, this is what I tell them, standard answer. You know why I haven't found somebody yet? Because I have a standard of who I want, and I have certain values, and that narrows the dating pool. But I know I will find that person for me. And there is someone for you. There's 8 billion people in the world.
True.
There is somebody for you.
So now, how important is it to maintain a sense of community and support while dating?
Well, you know what? It's not just dating, Maria.
Sure.
They're finding out today that when you have community and you need to make friends, and sometimes you need to reach out, and you can be the one that's always reaching out, friends or family member, that you're healthier, you live longer, and that is a fact. So it's not just to be in a relationship with somebody, but also I think it expands beyond that. And that's the key thing, is having friends and making connections. And sometimes it's harder because we're at a certain stage and some people are not open to that. But sometimes you have to make the effort. You be the organizer. That's important as well.
So you play that role. Well, Maria, thank you for joining us today, Maria. And so Maria's insights and passion for helping seniors discover and nurture romantic relationships have truly enlightened us. Whether you're seeking companionship or rekindling a spark, remember, it's never too late for love. So for those inspired to take the next step in the journey to love, feel free to reach out to Maria through True Love Nuts. And don't forget, each day holds the possibility of new connection. Keep your heart open, cherish your relationships, and continue to seek joy and companionship at every age. So Maria, last word for the parting words for the audience, and of course you can promote your book and the activities, the upcoming activities.
First of all, living in Las Vegas, next week on August 20th over at the Charleston Library at 6 p.m., I'm going to be talking about some great dating tips and advice to give to especially seniors. And on the 26th of September at the Summerlin Library, I will be there from 5 to 7:30, again, talking about finding love again. You know, come out, bring your questions. I really want to meet you. I also have a book of Going from Just One to a Plus One that I wrote during the pandemic.
Nice.
It's a great Reader's Digest version of how to find love again, getting back in the dating world. And also, everybody that comes is going to get my little mantra card as well. And those that, of course, buy my book get my True Love Knots bracelet, because it's blessed with love by me to wear with love. And you know what? Everybody is worthy and can find love again. So remember that. You are worthy, you are smart, you are fabulous, and you will find your soulmate. I guarantee it. I do.
Yeah, and you are loved, of course.
That's true.
One word to describe the Humana Neighborhood Center is home.
It's a safe place where people can come, learn some things, be with people their age, feel welcomed, and not only that, but just being around people that are having fun.
I think members come to the center first and foremost to have fun. I wish I was a member. This place makes members feel that they're being listened to.
The Humana Neighborhood Center provides to the people who come here with a feeling of welcome, definitely provides a place where they can find other people who relate to them.
It's a continuous relationship that grows. As we grow, they grow.
One of the best approaches or the best things that we do is human care. Human care is looking at you not just for your condition, but you as a person, you as a family member, you as a friend. It's looking at a whole person and all of their needs, socially, physically, mentally.
They chose the right people for this center because they exude interest in you and getting you to be interested in yourself.
Without the people, without the greeting, without the love, without the kindness, it won't mean anything. It's just a building.
My favorite part of working at Humana is just making sure that I leave feeling like I changed someone's life.
Knowing that they walk away happy is my favorite part.
I work here because I wanted to help people, and I felt like this was the biggest impact I could make. This place feels like home.
It's home.
Feels like home.
It's home for me.
When I walk through the door, I feel like I'm at home. I'm okay. I made it. I'm here. Let's do it.
Humanicare is human care.
Medicare benefits are generally not extended directly to a spouse as dependent coverage would be with private insurance. Well, instead, each person must qualify for Medicare based on their own work history, age, or disability status. Well, however, there are specific situations where a spouse can qualify for Medicare benefits based on the work history of their partner, or spouse, of course. Here's how it works. Well, qualifying for Medicare through spouse's work history. Age requirements. The spouse seeking eligibility must be at least 65 years old, while the spouse extending coverage must be at least 62. Marriage duration. The couple must have been married for at least 1 year before the application for Medicare. With regards to work history or work credits, the working spouse must have accumulated at least 40 quarters of Medicare-covered employment. That's equivalent to 10 years. If these conditions are met, the non-working spouse can qualify for a premium-free Part A hospital insurance. This is especially useful for spouses who do not have sufficient work history themselves to qualify for Medicare on their own. When discussing how Medicare eligibility can be extended to a spouse under different marital conditions, 3 specific terms could come into play, like divorced spouses, widowed spouses, remarriage, after spouse's death. Well, each term has specific implications for Medicare eligibility. Let's say, for example, divorced spouses. In the context of Medicare, divorced spouses refers to the individuals who were once married and are now legally divorced. A divorced individual may still be able to qualify for Medicare benefits based on their ex-spouse's work history, and provided certain conditions are met. Well, of course, eligibility conditions. The marriage must have lasted to at least 10 years. The divorced spouse must have at least 62 years old. The ex-spouses must be eligible for Social Security benefits or Medicare. And the divorced spouse must not be currently married. How about widowed spouses? Meaning, widowed spouses refers to individuals whose spouse has died. Widowed individuals can qualify for Medicare based on their deceased spouse's work history. Well, the eligibility conditions on this is the marriage must have lasted for at least 9 months before the spouse's death. The widowed spouse must be at least 62 years old or younger when they are disabled or met their specific conditions. And the deceased spouse must have accumulated sufficient Medicare coverage work credits. Remarriage after spouse's death. This term relates to widowed individuals who marry after their spouse's death. The impact of remarriage on Medicare eligibility can vary depending on the age at which the widowed spouse remarried. Well, what's the eligibility condition? If a widowed individual remarries after the age of 60, well, and then 50 if disabled, they can still qualify for Medicare benefits based on their first deceased spouse's work records. Remarrying before this age could affect their eligibility to receive benefits based on their deceased spouse's work history. So, well, and then let's go to disabled spouses. Well, the eligibility based on disabled spouse. If a spouse is receiving Social Security Disability Insurance, or we call it SSDI, and has qualified for Medicare before the typical age requirement of 65, this opens up the possibilities for the other spouse, typically an individual, must wait 24 months after receiving SSDI benefits to become eligible for Medicare. Well, of course, eligibility concerns. While a disabled spouse receiving Medicare does not directly extend their Medicare coverage to their spouse, the eligibility for Medicare can still be based on the disabled spouse's work history, provided a specific age and marriage duration criteria are met. This provision helps ensures that spouses who do not meet the work history requirements on their own can still receive Medicare coverage based on their partner's qualifying work history. From navigating the unique challenges of senior dating to enhancing long-term partnerships, we have a video, Staying in Love at 65, tips for seniors that will offer valuable insights into maintaining emotional connections, enhancing mutual respect, and keeping the romance alive as you age. Well, please watch this video.
Hey there! Growing older doesn't mean giving up on love and connection. In fact, it can be the best time to strengthen those bonds. Today, I'm sharing some heartwarming tips to keep the spark alive after 65. First up, communication. It's the foundation of any strong relationship. Take time every day to talk about your feelings, dreams, and even those quirky little things that make you laugh. Remember, it's never too late to have deep, meaningful conversations. Next, keep having fun together. Whether it's taking a walk, playing a game, or starting a new hobby, find activities you both enjoy. Shared experiences create lasting memories and bring you closer. And hey, don't forget the importance of physical affection. Holding hands, hugging, and kissing, these small gestures can make a big difference. They remind you of the love and comfort you provide each other. Now let's talk about date nights. Yes, date nights. Set aside time for just the two of you, away from the daily routine. It could be a cozy dinner at home, a movie night, or even a simple picnic in the park. Another biggie: stay healthy together. Exercise, eat well, and take care of each other. A healthy lifestyle means more energy and better moods, which naturally boosts your relationship. Plus, working out can be a fun activity to share. Also, keep learning and growing. Take a class, learn a new skill, or travel to a new place. Embracing new experiences together keeps things exciting and fresh. Lastly, cherish every moment. Life is precious, and so is your love. Celebrate the good times, support each other through the tough times, and always find reasons to smile. So, there you have it. Love after 65 is not just possible, it's beautiful. Keep the spark alive with communication, fun, affection, date nights, health, learning, and cherishing each moment. Thanks for watching, and here's to love that lasts a lifetime. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to keep the love burning.
Are you a resident of Nevada? Discover the comprehensive benefits of Nevada Health Link's health insurance plans. Get health insurance through NevadaHealthLink.com, which offers financial protection, access to quality care, preventive services, improved health outcomes, and peace of mind. With your coverage through Nevada Health Link, you can enjoy economic stability, health improvement, and the assurance of a secure future. Open enrollment is from November 1st to January 15th. Don't miss out on the opportunity to secure your federally subsidized health insurance coverage. Call Maria Garcia at 310-926-4229 to learn more about Nevada Health Link health insurance and take the first step towards a healthier and worry-free life. Nevada Health Link health insurance provides you with the security and peace of mind you need for a worry-free future. Nevada Health Link health insurance is federally subsidized to ensure qualified Nevadans get the financial help available to them. Take advantage of Nevada Health Link health insurance plans to access preventive services that promote a healthier and happier life. Don't wait any longer. Take the first step towards a healthier and worry-free life by enrolling in a health insurance plan through Nevada Health Link. Call a licensed broker, Maria Garcia, at 310-926-4229.
Now let's go to our Medicare Q&A. So how does Medicare coordinate with other insurance my spouse might have, such as employer-provided insurance or private health plan? Well, when your spouse has other insurance such as employer-provided insurance or a private health plan, Medicare coordinates with that insurance to determine which plan pays first. Here's how the coordination typically works. Well, employment-provided insurance. If your spouse is still working and the employer has 20 or more employees, the employer-provided insurance is usually the primary payer, meaning it pays first for any medical costs. Medicare would be the secondary payer, covering some of all the remaining costs. Well, if your spouse is still working and the employer has fewer than 20 employees, Medicare generally becomes the primary payer and the employer-provided insurance is secondary. So retiree coverage. If your spouse has retiree health insurance from a former employer, Medicare is typically the primary payer. The retiree plan that acts as a secondary insurance covering costs that Medicare doesn't pay for, such as co-payments, co-insurance, and deductibles. Now let's go to COBRA. If your spouse is covered under COBRA, continued of health coverage after leaving the job, Medicare usually becomes the primary payer. COBRA coverage then pays after Medicare has paid its share. So your private health plans. If your spouse has a private health plan, not through an employer, Medicare usually pays first, and the private health insurance covers the remaining eligible cost. So when Medicare Advantage plans, if your spouse is enrolled in a Medicare Advantage plan or Medicare Part C, this plan typically serves as the primary payer, providing coverage for all Medicare services and potentially additional benefits. So how about Medigap or Medicare Supplement Insurance? If your spouse has a Medigap policy, it works as a secondary insurance. Medigap policies are designed to cover out-of-pocket costs not covered by original Medicare, such as deductibles, co-payments, and co-insurance. Well, understanding how Medicare coordinates with their insurance plans is crucial to ensuring that you and your spouse maximize your coverage and minimize out-of-pocket costs. If you're unsure of the coordination rules, you can contact Medicare, your spouse's insurance provider, for detailed information specific to your situation.
One word to describe the Humana Neighborhood Center is home.
It's a safe place where people can come, learn some things, be with people their age, feel welcomed, and not only that, but just being around people that are having fun.
I think members come to the center first and foremost to have fun. I wish I was a member. This place makes members feel that they're being listened to.
The Humana Neighborhood Center provides to the people who come here with a feeling of welcome, definitely provides a place where they can find other people who relate to them.
It's a continuous relationship that grows. As we grow, they grow.
One of the best approaches or the best things that we do is human care. Human care is looking at you not just for your condition, but you as a person, you as a family member, you as a friend. It's looking at a whole person and all of their needs, socially, physically, mentally.
They chose the right people for this center because they exude interest in you and getting you to be interested in yourself.
Without the people, without the greeting, without the love, without the kindness, it won't mean anything. It's just a building.
My favorite part of working at Humana is just making sure that I leave feeling like I changed someone's life.
Knowing that they walk away happy is my favorite part.
I work here because I wanted to help people, and I felt like this was the biggest impact I could make. This place feels like home.
It's home.
Feels like home.
It's home for me.
When I walk through the door, I feel like I'm at home.
Humanicare is human care.
Discover a budget-friendly retirement or investment alternative in the Philippines. Are you concerned about the high cost of housing and limited pension benefits? Explore the affordable retirement option in the Philippines. For only $250 per month, with no down payment, you can own a home and experience a worry-free retirement. Our dedicated property management team will ensure the maintenance and security of your investment. Take the first step towards securing your future with RLC Residences. Call or text Ria Ilagan at 702-504-9899 to learn more about this affordable retirement or investment opportunity in the Philippines.
I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to Maria Romano for joining us today and shedding light on the wonderful possibilities of finding love at 65. Her insights remind us that love knows no age, and it's never too late to embrace new beginnings. Well, in addition to this inspiring episode, we covered crucial information on how Medicare can be extended to your spouse, ensuring you both receive the coverage and the care you deserve. I also addressed a question on how Medicare coordinates with other insurance benefits for your spouses, helping you navigate this often complex decision with greater confidence. Well, as always, Maria Cares is here to provide you with the knowledge and the resources to ensure your life, whether it's about health, happiness, or the pursuit of love. Well, thank you for tuning in, and I look forward to our next episode, of course, we'll continue exploring topics that matter most to you and your loved ones. I would like to send my love, hugs, and kisses to all my clients. And if you have a question on Medicare topic I discuss, please give me a call. My phone number is 310-926-4229. Again, it's 310-926-4229. Or send me an email, of course, at mariacares@mariacares.us. Stay well informed, and remember, it's never too late to find love and live your best life.